The first sign that you know you're becoming an old guy, that you're getting older, that you're no longer that youthful. You're no longer in your 20s. You know what the first sign is? No, it's not your thinning hair. It's not the fact that you're getting gray hair or that you're balding, because that can easily happen in your 20s. I remember some classmates of mine started to lose their hair as early as their 20s. Um, so that could happen at any time based on your genetics. But the first sign that you know you're getting old, or you're starting to get old at least, the first tip that your body will give you is you will start to have back problems. That's usually the first sign. It's like you just start to have back problems. And it starts very slowly, right? Whereas back in your 20s, you're doing all these deadlifts, you're doing bench presses, no problem, free weights, right? You don't even need to stretch before the workout. Then you start to hit your 30s. One day you're at the gym, right? Might be like 33 years old, you're at the gym doing some deadlifts. Then you get up and you're like, oh yeah, oh shit, and then you notice your lower back is pulling at you, right? It's pulling at you. You're like, man, this never happened before. You're like, okay, let me just stretch this out. You're able to get it out. A little bit of a stretch. Goes away. Okay. Then you don't feel it for maybe a few months. Maybe only a few weeks. And then here you are back at the gym. And all of a sudden you're just standing there. You're like, oh, shoot. Right? And you start to feel like a little back pain. So that's usually the first sign, or after you're lifting heavy objects and you suddenly throw your back out. You'll notice that it will become easier to throw your back out than when you were younger, right? And that's something I've noticed with me. That's something I noticed with, just my peers that are my same age. Is like, that was the first time that we were like, hey man, we should probably stretch more before our workouts, or we should probably like lift this couch more cautiously than before, right? When we were younger, we would just like pick things up and not do things properly. Whereas like once you start to get older, you're like, okay, let me make sure I bend my knees on this and lift together, because it becomes easier and easier to throw your back out. All right, so that's usually the first sign that, hey, not that much of a young man anymore, but you know what? That's okay, right? That's just part of being a human, right? And this is not just, this is not gender specific, because this happens, to women too, but it seems to happen to men more. Maybe it's because we tend to lift heavy objects a lot more often, right? But we tend to throw our backs out a lot. And yeah. So, I remember when I was playing ball, I was in my 20s, and my coach was only in his mid 30s. I think he was 35. I might have been like 24, but he was like 35, and he was just sitting there blowing his whistle. He's like, deet, deet. And I was like, deet, oh! And he was like on the floor, and he was like, oh shoot, my back. And I just remember going, man, this guy threw his back out from blowing the whistle, right? And I remember going, shoot, I hope that doesn't happen to me one day. And then sure enough, like when I hit around that age, like 34, 35, I threw my back out. It wasn't from blowing a whistle. I was just doing something stupid. I think I was just kind of like standing around, or I don't know, remember, but all of a sudden like my back gave out on me, right? And it just happens from time to time. Fortunately, it hasn't happened in a while, so I'm probably due for throwing out my back pretty soon. But then again, I'm not really lifting like severe heavy objects that much anymore. I've definitely changed up my workout routine, which you will need to do more frequently as you get older, just because it'll start to cause you health problems, right? So you want to, you just want to make sure that, you're not going to be doing things or doing certain exercises that will affect your health later on in life, right? I knew a guy who was a runner that I grew up with. This dude used to do cross country. He was just a runner, right? And I used to run a lot too. And he was telling me, yeah, man, you might want to start like taking it a little easier, because he was telling me like his ankles are torn up, his knees are torn up, he limps a lot. He's like, I think it was from all those years of running on like hard asphalt, running cross country and all this, and and it got me thinking. I was like, shoot, man, yeah, maybe I should lighten up on that more and just focus more on weights for a little while, or just try to change up my workout routine. But as you get older, yeah, you're gonna have to do those things, right? I mean, and for some guys, your ego might get in the way a little bit because you're used to going to the gym, you're used to competing with those younger dudes lifting those heavy weights side by side, but at some point, yeah, I mean, you want to protect your health, right? You want to be as healthy as long and mobile as long as possible, as long as you possibly can. But usually that is the first sign that you are getting older. It's like once you start like having like these, it'll usually start as it'll start out as minor back problems, right? Just minor aches. Yeah, I was seeing a chiropractor for a while there. For a few years, I was seeing a chiropractor, and then I finally stopped a couple of years ago. Well, I stopped during the pandemic, and then I realized, like, okay, I don't really need the chiropractor anymore because I felt like my body feels fine right now, but who knows what'll happen in the future. But yeah, I feel fine now. I haven't thrown my back out in a while. But every once in a blue moon, man, ouch, right? Just out of nowhere. And then you have to like think back, like, what did I do? Did I lift something? Did I twist something? What was it, But it's just part of aging, right? It's just part of aging. It's just how you know you're getting a little bit older. But again, that's okay, right? You just switch it up. I still work out just as hard, if not harder, than I used to when I was younger. I just do different types of exercises. I do more free weights. I do more like dumbbells and curls and triceps. Then I do, like jumping around and, squats and stuff like that because, yeah, that was starting to bother my back at one point. I was like, okay, these squats are starting to like pinch at my lower back. It's usually your lower back, man, for some reason. But yeah, for you guys who have back problems, drop them in the comments below, man. And when you do have your back problems, does it pinch, or do you just, what is your sensation when you feel it? Or is it usually your mid back or your lower back or your upper back? Let me know. But for me, it's usually my lower back, and usually for my peers, I notice it's usually their lower back too. But that is the first sign that I'm not such a young guy anymore. I'm not such a young dude, and I'm getting a little bit older. And you know what? That's fine though. It's just part of being a dude that gets older, right? It just goes with the territory, and you just deal with it as best as you can. But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Love to see you guys in my comments. Always love to read them, so drop those comments below. As always, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets signing out here from the Las Vegas Strip. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it. Why? So that you get notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. Okay, so hit the notification bell as well. Otherwise, you will not be notified when I upload brand new coaching videos fresh to my channel. So make sure you're notified as well. And also, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So make sure you subscribe as well. Okay, because it helps not just the channel out, but it helps out other men. Because the more people who subscribe to the channel, the more men we reach, right? And God knows men need this type of knowledge. Right? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube in the event they try to shut us down one day, right? All of my premium Alpha Male Secrets lessons will be protected. Why? Because I'm paying for this platform and it's encrypted. So nobody can take us down, right? It's a private encrypted platform where all of my Alpha Male Secrets coaching videos will remain forever. So, if you want to support my work, that's the best way to do it, by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. And it's real easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.